I, 20M, have been hiding tens of thousands from my parents for years. At the start of high school, I was pretty broke, as many high school kids are. To gain more freedom, I worked hard to start my career as a 3D artist, and I was making a couple hundred every few weeks at best during most of high school. Even with how little I made compared to how hard I worked, my mom and stepdad would pressure me to chip in for the groceries and mortgage payments. Keep in mind, we aren't poor or anything. We were middle class, and they just wanted more financial freedom for themselves so they can consistently go on luxury vacations. I also have a few siblings, now in the higher years of high school, who they also do the bare minimum for. Not bad enough to where it's child neglect, but definitely not great parenting considering none of us could focus on our studies while having to work. The creative industry is difficult and unforgiving, and I put blood, sweat, and tears into my work to get where I am at this age. I'm not going to let them pressure me into making any big contributions to their finances so that they can keep going on excessive vacationing sprees. Only me and my girlfriend know how much I really make. I have been saving tens of thousands of dollars without anyone else around me knowing. One day they'll find out how much I have, but for now I will bide my time and take advantage of as little financial burden as possible. Once they do, I'll simply move out and be done with them. Edit. Thanks a lot for the advice and comments, everyone. Just to clarify, I do of course take care of my own expenses and my siblings, since I wouldn't want them to be overburdened like I was. I am not pitching into the household bills because they don't deserve it. They are very, very much fully capable of handling everything comfortably if they just tone down their luxurious lifestyle, and I would just be reinforcing their irresponsible behavior by helping more. This story highlights financial autonomy as a form of self-preservation and empowerment. Psychologically, the storyteller is navigating boundaries, control, and fairness. Being pressured to contribute to family finances at a young age created a tension between duty to family and personal goals, which triggered a secretive coping strategy, hiding earnings to protect their hard-earned independence. It also reflects reactive self-protection. By saving money in secret, they're not only securing financial freedom, but also rebelling against perceived parental entitlement, which can be a subtle form of asserting identity and agency. The behavior demonstrates moral rationalization. They justify withholding contributions because their parents' lifestyle appears excessive and unfair, framing it as self-preservation rather than selfishness. Finally, this case touches on long-term planning and delayed gratification. Instead of immediate confrontation, the storyteller is quietly preparing for eventual independence, showing a strong sense of strategic foresight and emotional intelligence in managing familial conflict. This is a clear example of how financial secrecy can serve as a psychological buffer when autonomy and fairness are threatened.